I am, thank you.
Okay. My name's Anna Marie DeFrancis, and we are arguing that California should adopt the Oregon model for physician-assisted suicide for terminally ill patients. First, I'd like to go over a significance claim, how the Declaration and Bill of Rights supports our right to end our life with dignity. Second, we're going to discuss the stigma, what the actual requirements for the act are. And last, we're going to give some statistics in Oregon's current act and how it's working there. So on our significance claim, I'd like to back that up with the Declaration of Independence states this: we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that all are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. With that being said, the pursuit of happiness also includes your rights to be happy, whether that be to live a happy life, to go through that treatment that's going to cause you to be nauseous every day, to be in pain, or to take the other choice, to end your life. Your pursuit of happiness is your choice, your pursuit. Second, the Bill of Rights, Amendment number 9. The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. This backs that up. This is our body, our right, our life. If we want to and to choose it with dignity, we should be allowed to do so. Why it matters. It's the right to live and with that, the right to die. Your quality of life is different when you're terminally ill. It's not how you feel right now. That is going to be diversely different. Currently, the Oregon model went into effect officially in 1997. The Oregon voters approved that act, the law, in 1994. 4 states have the legalized physician-assisted suicide. I'd like to read something from Judge Dorothy McCarter. This was the state supreme case Baxter versus Montana. Judge Dorothy McCarter ruled that a terminally ill, competent patient has a legal right to die with dignity under Article 2, Section 4 and 10 of the Montana Constitution. That includes a right to use the assistance of his physician to obtain a prescription for a legal dose of medication that a patient may take to his own take his own life, if and when he decides to terminate that life. May is the imperative word here. They don't have to take it. You can write your prescription and take it or don't. It's not forcing you. Now you've signed up to take it. You have to end your life. That's not what the law is. From the Oregon Public Health Division, we found that the quality of life is severely diminished. Most end-of-life concerns for those prescription holders were the loss of autonomy, the decreasing ability to participate in activities, and the loss of dignity. In November 8, 1994, this was the ballot measure 16, which was for Oregon. It allows terminally adults to obtain prescriptions for lethal drugs. It was an adult who is capable, is a resident of Oregon, and has been determined by attending physician and consulting physicians to be suffering from a terminal disease, and who has voluntarily expressed his or her wish to die, may make a written request for medication for the purpose of ending his or her own life in a humane and dignified manner. I'd like to also go over our inherency claim. Currently, why isn't it legal? Why is this an issue? Because it's clear. Other people are uncomfortable. They're uncomfortable with the idea of a permanent decision to ending one's life. And there's a stigma. A lot of people are uneducated about what the actual act is and what it requires, so I'd like to go over that. You must be 18 years or older, a resident of the state in which you're requesting it, capable of requesting healthcare decisions, terminally ill, and you are expected to die within 6 months. Oral request to your doctor. There's a 15-day waiting period between that first oral request. A second oral request must then be made, then a written request. It must be witnessed by 2 people, none of which can be your family or that doctor. There is then a 48-hour waiting period for your medication to be picked up. And last, must be administered to yourself. So it has to be self-ingested. It cannot be something that your doctor then has to do to you. And these come from the statutes from Oregon's Death with Dignity Act. And last, I'd like to go over the solvency claim. It's not going to be this huge epidemic. It's been in existence in Oregon for 15 years now, which is from the Oregon Public Health Division. It works there, and it's been working for those 15 years. Since the law was passed in 1997, a total of 1,050 people have had the Death with Dignity Act prescriptions written. Of those, 673 patients have died from ingesting the medications prescribed under the Death with Dignity Act. So only 673 of those 1,050 people have actually chosen to take the medication. In 2012, the 69 was the average age of the adult that chose to do it. Last year, also in 2012, out of the 115 prescriptions that were taken then, or written then, 23 did not take that prescription. They died of other causes. So you don't have a time period. You write the prescription, 5 days later you have to take it. You can take it or choose not to. And last, I'd like to go over the prescription rate. It was 61 physicians who wrote those 115 prescriptions provided during 2012. So that's on average 1 to 10 prescriptions per physician. Our argument is not the morality of this. It's not, is this comfortable for everybody in the average Joe? This is an argument for mortality. Your right to choose whether or not you want to suffer. Your right to choose whether or not you want to live and fight. Thank you.